I have been waiting a long time to bring you Attack on Titan again. Season 4 was under a lot of pressure since the prospect of film studios returning. But part 1 proved that MAPPA Studio is just as effective. Because it will show the final confrontation between Eren and Marley, fans are extremely anticipating Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2. Years of anticipation and build-up has led us to this moment in history. The premiere of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2 Episode 1. This might be the most anticipated anime season of all time. So let's get right into the topic of this video. What is rumbling? As Willy Tybur gives his declaration of war speech, he also goes over the true history of Eldian people and their relationship to both the Titans and Marleys. And in this speech, it's not until he reaches his final piece of information that provides his audience with the main incentive to start the war, the rumbling, which is the name of the opening for the Season 4 Part 2. In it, he explains when King Fritz took the Eldians to Paradise Island and built the walls, he sent a threat to the mainland, pledging that if they were threatened, he would unleash tens of millions of Titans upon them. This threat was enough to keep them from ever pursuing King Fritz and his people. But as Willy goes on to say, that was never his real intention. But where would these thousands upon thousands of Titans would come from? From within the very thing that has protected the citizens of Paradise for a century. The walls. Willy Tybur touches upon the creation of these walls in his speech as well. He explains that King Fritz used the founding Titans' power to summon innumerable colossal-like Titans that lined up shoulder to shoulder and hardened, forming the three walls that we know today. It is this almost incalculable number of Titans that would be unleashed in the rumbling. How does this connect to Eren Yeager then? Well, as Willy bluntly tells the audience, he is the new owner of the founding Titan. This means that if he chose, he could unleash the Wall Titans and set the rumbling in motion. Therefore, the fate of both Marley and potentially the world rests in Eren's hands. Everyone seems to have their own agenda in Attack on Titan Season 4. Paradise Island welcomes Zeke's Marley rebel and the two sides forming a strategy together. But Eren and Zeke have been conspiring in secret and deviated from the script within the recent Marley attacks. Meanwhile, Zeke's followers were placed under arrest upon their return, suggesting the leaders of Paradise have intentions of their own. Despite so many conflicting plots, all of them revolves around something known as the rumbling. Some people want it, others want to prevent it. Some simply wish to exploit the mass fear of this phrase in stealth. With Attack on Titan's final endgame coming closer and closer very fast, the rumbling hasn't been explained as fully. The rumbling is undoubtedly an apocalyptic event, but three conditions are required to start the rumbling. Firstly, the power of the founding Titan, currently residing within Eren Yeager. Secondly, if founder is not a royal descendant, another Titan possessing King Fritz's bloodline is required. Without royal blood, Eren cannot use the founding Titan's full power. Finally, even though the rumbling needs royal DNA, a member of Fritz's family cannot trigger it themselves due to the Fritz's renouncement of violence. This is why Eren and Zeke being together is so important. For the first time, the Survey Corps is driving seats. Marley now knows Paradise Island has means to trigger the rumbling. With Eren holding the founding Titan but not being of the royal blood, and Zeke's heritage allowing Eren to access the founding Titan's true powers, both of them meeting together will start the rumbling. An alternative would have been to transform Historia into a Titan and use her in Zeke's place, but it's unlikely Eren would agree to this due to his friendship with the Queen. Of course, the Survey Corps isn't actually planning on ending the world, so what was the point in sacrificing so much to bring Eren and Zeke together onto the same island? If we will go 2 seasons back, the official plan is to use the rumbling as a threat. Marley should be too scared to attack in case Paradise activates the Wall Titans, and this gives the islanders time to build their forces, make allies and ready themselves for wars. But Zeke's presence on Paradise creates 2 complications. Will Historia really be left out in the rumbling plan as per Eren Yeager's wish, and might there be at least one person in Attack on Titan who sees the rumbling not as a merry threat but as necessary course of action? And we all know who is that guy. What are your thoughts about this rumbling and what are your thoughts about this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories and all sorts of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.